throat. I only got 4 legs, 2 for the housing. That's what I hold you down. Until I hunt you down. Pad for you. Take some rearranging. Mama said for you. Okay. Okay. Stepping down Broadway, bouquet in my hand. Maybe she loves me or she's with some other man. Don't be offended, don't be confused. Don't worry about me, honey, I like the abuse. Picking out flowers, petals for you. Maybe paintings, roses will do. I'm picking out green stems, any colors but blue. I gave you a stem, girl, but you bit it in two. I'm blue and she's still red and she might forgive my sin and every petal for me. I'm sad now I'm gone on my side, she's burning on my grave. Can't sad with the money inside, left blooming in the weeds. I'm sad now I'm gone on my side, she's taking on my leaves. Can't sad with the money inside, chopped down like a tree. I'm sad now I'm gone on my side, she's burning on my grave. Sad with the money inside, left moving in the breeze. I'm sad now I'm gone on my side, give her everything she needs. Anything she needs, whatever she shall need. Lovely.
Hi, I'm Shannon Patricia, coming to you live at Verge Studios on Crystal Waves, and I'm joined today by the Macks. So real quick, just get some introductions. Can you please just say your name and your part in the band?
Yes, I am Ben. I play guitar.
I am Bailey, and I play bass.
I'm Joe. I play the drums.
And I'm Sam, and I dance.
You dance very well, actually. So you just played 3 songs off your new record, Camp Poppa, and I really want to get into that. The release date is December 21st for that record, yeah?
Yeah, I think we actually just changed it to the 20th.
To the 20th.
Yeah.
Well, I really love the 3 songs that you played here today already. But I kind of want to know the origin story of the Macks to start with. So how did you guys get together, and how did you land on the name the Macks?
Well, we all grew up in the same hometown, and that's how we knew each other. Actually, through sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 4th grade basketball, me and Sam
Fourth
played
grade
together.
basketball.
And then
Your dad was my basketball coach.
I've known Joe since he was a baby, and he knew me since... No, we're brothers.
So,
Oh, yeah, and then Bailey comes in.
and then I'm also here. Yeah, we just grew up. Ben and I and Joe all played music, just kind of through middle and high school, and then the 3 of them put together just an EP, kind of where Sam was just writing poems and words and putting them to
I was just yelling them.
blues tracks and yelling them at people.
Yeah, I think our first show was in a cafeteria at our high school.
Wait, at
And
your high school cafeteria?
Yeah. They had
How
this,
did you land that gig?
they had this Arts Week thing where they had live bands, or they had the option for live bands, and we were the only one who took it up, and probably for good reason, because it was a 10:45 show, and everyone was eating their peanut butter and jellies while listening to us scream not very well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You guys have such a
Mean, that's
raw
real.
sound. How did that not turn into utter chaos at your school?
Well, I mean, it was chaos on our end because it was our first show. But
True, yeah.
I ripped my pants that show, too.
did, yeah. So was that a wet dream or a nightmare?
All right, so how did you guys land on the name The Macks? Was there any other contenders for your band name, or was it
They
pretty
were
sure,
all
like-
terrible.
We had some
Any
pretty
other
poor-
thing we had
What was
were
the
just-
worst one?
Oh, God, we're still coming up with awful band names.
Yeah.
Our group message, just the title on it, we
Yeah.
change it every other couple of days just with a worse band name that we find.
Genetic pickle odor.
Genetic pickle
Yeah,
odor.
yeah.
Is
That is currently, yeah.
That's the running one.
Thank God we
Well, I'm
landed
really
on the
glad
Macks.
you went with the Macks.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is a lot better.
Yeah, we got the Macks from me and Joe had a little blues 2-piece in high school, and we called ourselves Stack Lee, which was not original. But Stack Lee was a gangster in the 20s, and then his gang was the Macks. And it was only in one spot on Wikipedia, so we claimed it. And
So you claimed it. Wikipedia doesn't count. You got it. So I want to talk about the new record. It's called Camp Poppa, and obviously you're sporting the hats and the shirts for
And I have a
the
tattoo.
release. And you have a tattoo.
We got it.
Dare I ask where it is?
It's on his foot.
It's right here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's sweet, actually. I would, have you take your shirt off and show it, but I feel like that might be a bit much.
Yeah,
for
you
the
have to.
first-
You gotta
go
come
see
to the
us
live
Yeah,
show.
yeah, you got to go to the live show if you want to see that tattoo. But no, so that's a really interesting name as well. How did you? You didn't claim that off Wikipedia.
No, that one's a little bit more heartfelt.
That one comes from my grandpa. He wanted to spend more time with me and my cousins, so in the summer he would take us for a couple of days, just get the kids out of the house. I'm gonna take the kids, and we would go hang out. We'd do fun things. We wouldn't even really camp. I think I slept in a tent in his backyard a couple of times, but we wouldn't even really camp. We'd just go do stuff, and he would make merch and all that. And that was back when we were late elementary school and early middle school too. We'd go hang out with him, and just my senior year of high school, I found a hat. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I started wearing it every day, and then
Wait, you found a hat that just said Camp Poppa?
yeah, just one of the ones that he had made a while back, and I had forgot about it, and I found it. I was like, oh, well, maybe I could rock this again.
Yeah. There's some sweatshirts floating around, and then Sam eventually got more hats than he could wear. started giving them out to his close friends. And,
Yeah, so if you see anybody with a hat, it's like, oh, you know Sam or you know the Macks.
Yeah, there's probably about, I'd say, like 40-ish hats. Maybe less, 30, 20,
yeah,
30.
Probably like 20.
Like just
20,
floating
30.
around. So, I mean, Camp Poppa has been synonymous with the Macks since its inception, and so now that was fitting that we named the first album after it. So
after the album release on the 20th, where is your first show so your fans can find out where to go to see you play live and to see that tattoo?
Our first show is at the American Legion Post 134 in Portland. There'll be an all-ages release show. And then that's the 22nd, so the Friday after the release.
Awesome, cool. And where can they go online to hear the new record as well?
It'll be on all streaming services. You can purchase it from Bandcamp and iTunes, and then stream it on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. Yeah.
Awesome. So I've already told you guys I'm absolutely obsessed with the song, the track Flowers. And that has to be one of the strangest music videos I have ever loved so much. And I just want to know who the brainchild, the conceptualist for that video was.
So Sam wrote the thing and told us to edit it, but we liked it so much that we didn't edit it at all. So you could slap our names on it, but we didn't do anything. And then our buddy Lucas is over there, and you can't see him, but he's he directed and shot the whole thing. So yeah, the two of them together kind of made the whole thing happen, and then a lot of ad-libbing as we go. Like I think Bailey chokes on foam.
Joe.
Yeah, you dropped your coffee lid.
We went to for the video to work. I had to choke to death because it was poisoned. But so we went to the coffee shop and we bought just cappuccino foam, and then I just shoveled it into my mouth, and we had one take because otherwise I was going to be covered in cappuccino foam, and it wouldn't have worked. So
Cappuccino foam's not cheap either, so we couldn't just buy more.
You got one take. Get it right, man. No, that was a great video. And did you write the lyrics for that as well, or was that kind of a group process?
Sam writes the lyrics,
I wrote the lyrics for that one.
For that one as well. So do you more so write the lyrics for all the tracks
bulk of
on
them,
the
yeah,
record?
but everybody contributes.
Yeah, I think usually the riffs start with me, and then I take them to Joe and Bailey, and they change it into something that I would have never thought of, but almost always in the best way possible. And and then Sam adds his part to it.
Awesome.
It's cool because you never really know what everyone's gonna do with it. But
yeah, and you have, and I was telling you this earlier, if you actually choreograph your stage presence, because if you haven't seen the Macks live, you really need to go check them out because it is insane to watch them. And they just played one heck of a set, and it was just insane watching you. Like the way you contort your body is insane.
Yeah, no.
That really wasn't a question. I just wanted you to know. I was more just stating to you, like, it's insane.
I think there was a point where Sam wasn't as comfortable singing, so he had to be comfortable looking
That's
good.
very true.
Yeah, but I mean,
It was almost like Joy
obviously we love his
Division-esque of like kind of like hopping around. It was super cool. Which kind of when you're going to a show, what do you guys as musicians and as the Macks, what do you want from your fans? Like, a lot of artists say, we want them to jump around, really feel the music. Some artists get really upset if they have, their iPhones out and they're recording. So what would you appreciate most from the people who go out to your shows?
Just the fact that they show up it means so much to us. I lose my mind every time we see somebody, especially if it's like a stranger, somebody who like doesn't have any obligation to come see us. Like, oh, my mom, cool. But like, I love my mom. But if you're there, you can do whatever you want. We've had every different reaction we could really think of, like from mosh pitting to standing with their arms folded.
Yeah, I think we have no expectations, and I think for us to like change what we're doing on stage because of what the fans are doing, like that wouldn't I don't know. We're comfortable on stage doing whatever, so we're comfortable with them doing whatever they're comfortable with.
Absolutely, and congratulations on getting a tour bus. You guys are touring all around. Are you excited?
Yes, we're super excited. Yeah.
Awesome. And so is there any song on the new record that you particularly excited about performing, whether it's lyrically or you just are really excited to play it for a crowd? It's kind of like picking your favorite child.
Yeah.
It's a tough question to say what's your favorite track on the record, but
I mean, I mean, obviously, I think we love all of them. Like, you know, we recorded, you know, however many songs, and then picked the 10 that we like best. But I mean, I'm excited to keep playing Flowers, and then Problems for Me, which we also played. Just because like the singles, like it's gonna be. I think we've already had people recognize Flowers. I think that is just such like a humbling, cool experience to like have people have heard our songs before coming to our shows, you know. So I think I'm excited about Flowers at least.
And the last track, it's we call it the Joe Frog Jam, and it's different every single time we play it, just because it's just free for all, really.
I really like the song Ass Cheeks. It's the eighth one, and we didn't come up with a better name. We tried for a while, but Ass Cheeks is what stuck. But I think that one's a nice change of pace, and I think people respond to that one well too.
And Problems for Me, is that a fictional? Obviously, if it's not a fictional, whoever's coming for you, don't say the name. But is that a made-up concept, or is that stemming from actual personal?
I think everything stems from something you experience. I can think of quite a few people whom I don't need to see.
But you need to go to the show to hear the song to understand what that really means. All right. So what's the craziest story the Macks have? Oh, I don't want to know that because I feel like your shows get pretty wild.
We played this show at the Black Forest Cafe, which is like a death metal.
They're actually closed now.
Are they closed
Really?
now?
They're
Well,
relocating.
this is this is our legacy then for them. They're like I know they focus more on metal groups, but we played there, and like we're unloading all of our stuff back into our car, and this guy who was in a drunken stupor comes up to us and offers to sell us his like pocket knife, like.
What?
It's not a pocket knife.
It wasn't a pocket. It was just a pocket knife. It was like
Like a dagger, apparently.
like with a big leather case, and it was
You're missing the important part where he didn't like ask us first. He pulled the knife out.
Yeah, there was no introduction.
Yeah, no, he pulls out this dagger on us, and then we're like, "Are we getting stabbed?"
Are we getting stabbed? Is an
I like how there's
unusual
no
response.
let's avoid getting stabbed. It's like,
Yeah.
are we getting stabbed?
Well, yeah, I mean, because I think we're backed into a corner or whatever, and like, this is it, rock and roll.
Yep.
All right.
But he was trying to
Flesh
sell
wounds,
it.
no.
I feel like that has a little bit to do with your the kind of like Jim Carrey yes man mentality with everything of always saying yes to every sort of gig that or show or thing that comes your way.
We do.
I feel like that kind of puts you probably in some fairly odd situations.
We have played a triathlon finish line at 8 a.m. That was pretty good.
Any concluding comments you guys would like to make before we sign off here?
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. How was your experience at Verge Studios?
We had so much fun. It's
was
such
great.
a beautiful spot and in a beautiful part of town. And
Awesome. I'm really glad you guys made it up here. It was fantastic. So thank you.
yeah, thank all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Now hit subscribe
Sure, yes.
right now.
Hit subscribe.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
So again, it's the Macks. Go check out Camp Poppa, their new record, and go see them on tour. Again, this is Shannon Patricia at Verge Studios live on Crystal Waves.